everybody. Welcome back to Crafts by KMW. Thank you so much for clicking on this video to watch it. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you will enjoy it. This is a new coloring book flip through, and I'm so excited to share it with you because we're now in the spooky season, and this book is perfect for that. And if you're anything like me, you're always looking for a new great coloring book to sink your teeth into. And I think this one is perfect. I would highly recommend it. This one sort of covers all bases. It covers people who like kind of the gothic, witchy, darker stuff. It's a little bit Halloween-y, although it's not your traditional Halloween. You're not going to find pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns in it, but there are skeletons and bones and things like that. But you also find a lot of nature elements in this book. I think there's flowers on every single page. There's a lot of leaves, plants, mushrooms, bugs, butterflies, moths. So it covers a lot of bases for people who have different interests. So I think this coloring book is a really good one. It's one of the better ones that I've bought over the last couple of months. It was $7.99. That's the original price of it. Creative Haven books are pretty affordable. I got mine through Target.com, and because I have a Target credit card, I did get an additional 5% off. I don't know, it was like pennies, but any little bit helps as far as I'm concerned. This book was published in 2025, and I don't know exactly when. It could have been earlier in the year, but I hadn't seen it yet. I don't even remember how I happened upon this book. I think I was searching something in Target and this book popped up. I was not searching coloring books, but as you know, they often throw other things in there that are sort of related to what you're searching for. And this book came up and I was like, ooh. So I went online. I found a flip through of it. It wasn't a full flip. It was just kind of a every other page kind of flip through, and I thought, yep, I really like this book. I have to have it. So here it is in my hot little hands, and I have colored a page already, so I can show you that. And I hope that you enjoy this book. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you'd like to get this book, if this book is something that you're interested in, you like the subject matter, I'd love to know what kind of books you like. And let me know if you already have it as well and what you think. Also, before I get started, I'd just like to say a quick welcome to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you more than you know. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. It really helps me to grow my channel and keep bringing this creative, coloring, artsy content to you. So let's get started and dive into the book. I'm really excited to show it to you because I think it is really unique and it's really pretty. This totally covers it. So I really like the cover art. This is a page in the book, and this book is illustrated by Hannah Konetzki. She is an illustrator for Creative Haven that I don't think I've seen before. I don't know if that's because maybe she's newer and she doesn't have a lot of Creative Haven books out yet, or if I just haven't seen them or just haven't liked any of the books that she's illustrated before. But I really love her style. I'm going to look out for her and kind of keep my eye out for other books of hers. She has a really kind of vintage sketchy style that I think is perfect for this content, and I really like it. I think it gives a really cool look to the pages. And then here's the back, and you see another colored image from the book. And I'm just going to read this little description. The chilling charm of oddities and curiosities. Discover the beauty in all things creepy with these 31 delightfully dark illustrations. Spiders, skulls, daggers, crystal balls, and other haunting imagery is brought to life in a unique, elegant style. There's just the right amount of whimsy for colorists looking for a little scare this spooky season. So, let's get into the book. So, in the inside front cover, you get another colored illustration from the book. And this is really representative of what all of the illustrations look like. Very floral, kind of ornate, and really pretty, just really pretty. So this is the title page, and you have a little snippet from a full illustration to color. I love that when they give you something to color on the title pages. So here's the first page. So before I dig in more, I want to talk a little bit about the book, the paper, and all of that. So this book is about 8.5 by 11 inches US paper size. And I think that's what all of Creative Haven books are. They may have some smaller pocket coloring books, but the majority of their coloring books are this size. The paper, each page is perforated, so you can rip your pages out to display them, give them away, make cards with them, or use them in your journaling or your junk journaling or scrapbooking. The paper is not super high quality. For $8, and some of the books are as low as like $5 or $6, you're not going to get the same quality of paper that you get in Kirby Roseanne's and Joanna Bosford and Alan Robert and the Mythographic books. You're just not. This paper is, I would say, either equal to or a step up from copy paper. It might be a little bit thicker, but this is not going to be great paper for wet media. It will definitely buckle and bubble a little bit. I do think that, though, after it dries, if you keep the book closed, maybe put something on top of it, you can flatten it out relatively well. But I think there will absolutely be bleed through, and there will be curling of the paper. So you just want to keep that in mind. I tend to use mostly colored pencils, chalk pastels, gel pens in my Creative Haven books because the paper is not that great. And then I use my wet media, my markers, my watercolors, my paint for my stronger and better quality coloring books. But that's totally up to you. And the good thing is that you can rip the pages out. So if you did want to use watercolor on this, you can separate it from the book if you'd like, and really go to town and not worry about ruining anything else. It is a nice kind of antique cream color. It's not bright white, and I love that. I love that it's not white. I think it gives a nice vintage feel to it and really goes well with the theme of these illustrations. The paper, it's kind of hard to describe. It feels smooth, but it also feels like it has a little bit of texture. I think it does have a little bit of tooth, so it will be really good for both wax and oil-based pencils. And I used my Prismacolor pencils on it, and they worked quite well. I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get to the page that I colored. So here we have a really cool like moth and dagger amongst beautiful flowers. And the flowers seem to be just all different kinds. They're not exclusively fall flowers. a lot of them are spring flowers. Here we have like some little bluebells or lilies of the valley. They're just kind of flowers in general. So there's a lot of pages like this where you have some flowers and then like a seed packet or a seed card. I like these a lot. I think it's not creepy at all. It's just very pretty, aesthetically pleasing. So this page I really like. You have some kind of creepy bugs in frames. And I love how she's put the cobwebs in between. I would like to see those in white. I'm gonna try to go over those in gel pen and we'll see how it works. I'd love to see like the background black and then all the spider webs in white. I don't know how that's gonna work, if I'm gonna be able to see the webs underneath even when I color them. I don't know, so that will be total experimentation for me. So this is probably one of the creepiest pages in the book. We have a skeleton torso with some flowers, and this is a pretty standard Gothic image if you're into that. So here we have a beetle. I'm not so much into beetles, but given that it's amongst flowers, I could make this beetle really pretty and look lovely and not creepy and gross as I think they are. There's a lot of these in the book as well. These, I believe they're called cloches. So you have the glass dome and then you can put things inside. They're also like terrariums. I used to make a lot of terrariums when I was a kid for some reason. I loved to collect like dandelions. I thought dandelions were flowers and I would collect them in we used to have fish. And so we had a lot of like fish tanks, small ones, and my dad would allow me to put my little flower collections in there and make a terrarium. So this really takes me, these pages really take me back to that time in my childhood. I really like the opportunity to color glass. I think it's really fun. There's lots of different ways you can make the glass look realistic, and I love kind of experimenting and seeing that I can do it. I would really love to do some of these as well, like colored glass, to see if I could do that, kind of give me a little challenge. I don't know, we'll see. There's quite a few of these types of pages here. I call them wallpaper pages, where there's just scattered icons that fit the theme. So we have the glass balls, we have crystals, we have cards, we have planchettes for a Ouija board. I normally don't like these pages, but in some books I do, and I actually do like these in this book. I think they're very well put together. So this is another page that you'll see more of. There's a lot of potion bottles, very witchy. Again, I really like coloring these. I like trying to make them look real. And I used a technique on the page that I colored. It has potion bottles on it. And I'll share that with you if you haven't thought about it. It is a really great way to make things look glassy. So here's another one, another dagger. I like how the mushrooms are kind of drippy here, or almost like they're crying. I think that's kind of neat. Again, just a unique touch that you don't see in many other coloring books. So here we have sort of a wallpaper page, but we have some sort of witchy icons here. We have some tea or potion, poison bottle, skeleton, skull, and a teacup. And again, I love how some of the elements are connected with the spider webs. I think that's really cool. So here's the full illustration from the title page. I'm not really into snails, but again, because there's flowers on this page, I think it gives you the okay, or the the confidence to say, I'm gonna make this shell really pretty. I'm gonna do it in, you know, pastel colors or rainbow colors. And I think it gives you the ability to make things that maybe are a little icky or creepy look beautiful. So here's another kind of dagger moth butterfly page. I like this one as well. I love getting to do crystals too. So here's a planchette. I love planchettes and Ouija boards. I used to have a Ouija board when I was a kid, and we always used to play it. And now I'm in it more for the aesthetics of the board and how they look, not necessarily for, you know, the paranormal stuff, but just because there's some really beautiful ornate Ouija boards out there. So I thought this one was a really unique one. So you have this really pretty lamp with a spider hanging from it. And this could be a really great way to practice making like stained glass. One of the things that you could use if you have the Sakura Jelly Roll glaze pens, these would be perfect to use for making this look like stained glass because they dry really smooth and they have a shiny coating, so it looks like glass. So this one will be a really fun page to color. I was thinking of doing that one first, but I don't know, I didn't feel like waiting in between each element for the glaze pen to dry, so I chose a different page. I really like this page. This is from the front cover. I think this will be so fun to color. Again, we have the little spider webs in between, and we just have a lot of kind of witchy, gothic symbols in here. I love that one. So here we have another potion bottle with our weeping mushroom. If you've watched some of my Hannah Carlson flip throughs or watched any of my finished pages videos, I talk about mushrooms a lot with Hannah Carlson pages and how I really don't like them. But I tell ya, I really like the weepy, drippy mushrooms in this book. I think that is such a cool effect, and I'm really excited to color these. And I don't like mushrooms, but I'm excited about these. So here we have a skull. I think this one's kind of awkward because it's a front-facing skull, but it's definitely unique. You usually don't see front-facing skulls like this. Usually they're sideways. So here we have another kind of wallpapery page with just lots of kind of witchy icons. Here is the page from the inside front cover. I love chrysanthemums. They're one of my favorite flowers, and there's so many ways you can color these because they come in different colors. I think they come in like all different colors, so you don't have to worry about coloring them wrong if you like to kind of stay with the color of the plant. You can do them in any color you want. So here we have a moth in a frame, and I'm excited because I have some mirror markers. So I think I'm gonna color the background here in the mirror markers to make it look like a mirror. I hope that'll come out pretty. So here we have our magic ball. Here we have another wallpaper page. Again, I think this wallpaper page is so pretty. I love all the bottles, all the potion bottles. I think that's gonna be really cool to color. You can make them different colors. I think this is gonna be really lovely when it's colored. This is another one of my favorite pages. I love the concept of this, how the vase is cracked, and then in between we have some spider webs and a little why did I say it like that? Webs. And I think I might have been going to say a different word. And a little spider living inside. I just think this is a really cool page. So here we have another, this kind of reminds me of like a cabinet of curiosities. There's some things sitting on a shelf too. Just love these pages. Here is another dagger page. I actually like the dagger pages. I'm not I'm not into that kind of, you know, like daggers and knives and things, but you can make these really pretty. And I love using my metallic gold and silver gel pens and markers on these. So here's the page that I chose to color. I felt like this was a pretty page and I felt like I could color it in a reasonable amount of time because I knew I wanted to make this video. So I didn't choose a color scheme. I just kind of colored everything the way I thought it should look. And on the bottles, I don't know if you can tell. Hopefully you can see the shine, but I used clear nail polish over each potion bottle. And it really helps to give a little bit of shine and make it look like real glass. I only did one coat. You can do two. It gives it even more and makes it a little bit thicker. But I just thought, you know, I think it's fine at just one coat, but sometimes I do more to give it even more of a dramatic effect. But I used all Prismacolors and gel pens on this page, in addition to the clear nail polish. But this was a really fun page to do. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Coloring the potion bottles and thinking about how I could make them realistic. I don't know if all of them look that great. I think this one probably looks the best. Whenever I color potion bottles, I tend to make at least one like a brownish or even a dark green color. I don't know why. I think maybe I've seen a lot of brown and green bottles, but I think this one came out the best. I probably like this one the least, and I love the shape of this bottle, but I don't like the colors I used on it. I wish I had done it a different color. I don't really like how I colored the leaves either, but it's encased in nail polish now, so I have to live with it. So here's another one of those kind of cloche ones, but this one is more of a bottle. I think this is really cool too. So here we have another moth, a very gothic, witchy symbol. I really like this wallpaper page as well. Again, I can use my mirror marker to color all of these mirrors and then hopefully maybe be able to draw the cracks back in black. I think that would be really cool. I just love how, I don't know. I think all the symbols look really good together on this page. I just love it. So here's another one of those like seed packet or kind of herb cards. I don't know if it's a packet, it's supposed to be a packet or a card, but really cool. I like these mushrooms too. I just love how she's doing some interesting things with her mushrooms. So here we have a snake in a teacup. I'm not a lover of snakes, but I do like them in Gothic imagery. And I tend to color them kind of pretty and make them, again, look a little less scary. And that is the last illustration. Then we come to a finished example of that split vase page in the back cover. So that's the book. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, let me know in the comments what you think of the book and if you have it, if you'd like to get it. And let me know just what's up with you. I'd love to find out what you're crafting, what you're coloring. Are you into spooky season, like with your decorating or with your coloring? I'm definitely mostly done with my Halloween decor and I love how it came out. And I've been working on a lot of sort of Halloween creepy pages. I did not get to do a finished colored page video for August, but I am definitely gonna do one at the end of this month. So in the coming like 2 weeks, there should be another finished pages video coming out for August and September. So look out for that if you like those videos. And just make sure that you take care of you. And make some time for you. Make sure that you can get crafty and do things that you want to do. It is so important. We're so busy. Our lives are so stressful. The world right now is so stressful. So many things are up in the air. We don't know what's going on with a lot of things. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. So it is so important to just sit down, take care of you, relax, and do things that you love. And I wish that for you this weekend and every single day. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible and very crafty day. Take care. See you next time.